Alright, so, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. We stream every Friday, starting at 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And today I'm going to cut it pretty close, or I'm going to cut it right off at 4 o'clock. I gotta scoot. So we're a few minutes late, so I really want to jump into this and tell you what we're going to do today. Today we're going to be planning an invasion, my friends. Hang on, where's that sweet graphic? We're going to be playing the Night of the Mandragora. Gora is the active word there. So, I posted in the forums. I asked people to vote for various... Let me actually bring up the poll, because I wanna tell you what the options were, and then I want to tell you what the winner was. It's obviously Mandrake focused. It was a thread in general discussion. I had it pinned over the last couple days, and it was just a straw poll, and that's what we're going to be using today. So Mandragora, or Mandrake Rampage is basically the theme. You guys are going to help me plan the event. We've done this once before with the Democron invasion, so if you go look up that, in fact, I have a link so you guys know what I'm talking about. Right here, I'll paste it in the Twitch chat. More TERA, less talk. Great. Alright, I'll get in game. So here's our friend, the Mandrake. He's basically the mastermind behind this entire event. I'm going to be using straw polls. I'll ask you who you want to fight during this event. We'll maybe even make up a little bit of a plot. Here are the results of the poll. Last place, the Twengi chief is celebrating, but some giant monsters are crashing the party. One-Eyed Jack is up to no good and has formed a posse of destruction. That got second to last. Nature is pissed. Vicious beasts are bent on turning civilization into rubble. That got third place. Second place, an evil and mysterious necromancer is resurrecting dead fiends. And the very top that got the most votes, it got 39% of the votes. Mandrakes accidentally discovered evil summoning magic, and they love it. So, the Mandrakes aren't exactly innocent for this event. They're pretty much the reason that this event's gonna unfold. They're screwing around with magic they shouldn't mess with. Mandrakes are by their nature magical, so it makes sense that they want to like experiment a little sometimes. They get very old. This Mandrake right here is probably what, at least 3,000 years old. And every once in a while they get bored and they try to, you know, they find an old book they weren't supposed to hold on to. They weren't supposed to find it, and the NA storytelling. Yeah. Well, that's the point of the stream, though. You guys are going to help me build the story. So if you have ideas for little plot points or things that the Mandrakes could shout out during the event as they're summoning evil creatures, let me know in the Twitch chat, and I'll try to catch your comments. You can also post them in the thread. I've got the thread still up in the forums. Let me post that. So you can post your ideas there if you've got sweet Mandrake lines you want like announced server wide. So after we've planned the event today, I'm going to be sort of presenting a menu of different baddies that are going to spawn throughout the duration of the event, thanks to our Mandrake friends. And then it's going to run on all servers. We're going to release a schedule. It's going to be in the near future. So I wanna cook it. I want to get it in the oven. You guys are going to help me mix all the ingredients together. I'm going to take this analogy as far as I can take it. Hang on. Mandrake's out for Harambe? No. That's the worst. And then it's going to be an in-game event, a lot like the Democron invasion. There will be loot for everybody. That's the one thing that I ask that you just leave to us. We'll figure out the loot. We'll make it good. Don't worry about that. We'll make the loot good. Let's worry about the story, the different monsters that are going to show up. Where do you want to fight these monsters? And what do you want to spawn? So, Straw Poll is our best friend today. I'd like the Twitch chat to, first of all, I'm going to switch back to interview mode really quick. Where do you want this to go down? Name an area on the map. Actually, here, I'll pull up the map. That'll make this a little bit easier. Oh, wait, we're in civil unrest. We don't get a map. Where in the world of TERA would you like to see this event go down? Where do you want to fight? It can be anywhere. It can be any, but I think it's best that we stick to open world zones. But do you want to fight in the center of Lumbertown? Do you want to fight in Argonia? Do you want to fight in Tempest Reach? Monsters will spawn throughout the zone. So we're not naming like specific locations, but I think Lumbertown is a thing we can do. We can make it Lumbertown, and then Fey Forest is right outside of Lumbertown. So I think technically to TERA and the way that this event is going to work, that's a separate area, but I think we'll extend it in certain cases because when this event launches, I think there's going to be a lot of people. I mean, I hope there is. And so we don't want some place that's way too crowded. All right, the suggestions are coming in. High Watch. All right, I'll put that in the poll. Fey Forest. This will happen, I think, simultaneously. We're not going to do Baldera. People can't get into there. That's no fun. Celestial Hills, okay. Island of Dawn. That'll be interesting. That'll be really interesting. Mongol Land with Mongol event. No, maybe later. I see one Dragonfall, one Argonia, one Lumbertown. I'm looking for suggestions that have multiple people giving the suggestion. Bella Outskirts, that's so boring, but maybe. Zolkafar, Frost Reach, and Corsair Stronghold, that'd be funny. I don't think we can do that. Sealywood, I do love Sealywood. In Civil Unrest Gallica. Stepstone Isle. You guys are such trolls today. Damn. What's Lumbertown? Look it up. Lumbertown is, if that's a serious question, Lumbertown's near the Fey Forest. It's a low-level zone. The storyline used to take you through Lumbertown. Not anymore, but it's definitely worth visiting Lumbertown if you've never been. Grenarchus. Zulkafar. Stepstone Isle, Stepstone Isle. I can't. You're gonna crush these newbies, you bastards. Orem Road? Orem Road sucks. Okay. Skithera Fey, Sealywood, Sealywood, Sealywood. Okay, Sealywood makes it on the list. Let's get like one or two more. Sithera Fey, Kyator Outskirts, Elemanthia Outskirts. I think Elemanthia Outskirts is good. I wouldn't have thought of that one. Eldritch Academy. Oh, that's interesting. I'll put that one out there just because it's such an interesting. All right, let's get one more on the list, and then you guys can start voting for it, and then I'll read off the vote. Bastion. You mean Baldur's Refuge, or you want actual Bastion? Bleak Rock, Arxumbra, Granarchus, Popilion, Granarchus. Okay, I'll put Granarchus on there. I saw multiple, at least the same guy spamming Granarchus. Alright, I think that this invasion will be good for multiple places. I'm going to allow multiple poll answers, so if you like multiple places, feel free to check off multiples. Alright, I'll link it in the chat. Get to voting. By the way, I typically do raffles, but I'm going to save it until the end of the stream today. So make sure you stick around, and I'll give away some things after the stream. But for now, the raffle is closed, so don't bother typing raffle in the stream. It won't do anything. Moobot's not accepting any entries right now. Then of course Miku MMD immediately types exclamation point raffle. Define Highwatch. In town. That's the idea I got. In Highwatch. That's what that means. Okay. Loot. I'll decide the loot. With production's help, we'll make sure that a good amount of loot drops. We just did, if you were on the other day, I think it was on Tuesday, we did an Argon invasion. Honestly, that was just me screwing around. I had some time, and I really love doing in-game events, so that was sort of a test run. A lot of loot dropped from it. Maybe a little bit too much loot dropped from the Argon invasion. I know a couple people in the forums were like, there's way too much feedstock. But I think maybe a little bit they were jealous, but nobody should be that jealous. Oh no. Weird. You guys saw that. Well, I think I'm okay. I think the stream's okay. It's not gonna blow up. A lot of people said it was really fun. This is gonna be a lot like that, but it's gonna have the flavor that we make up today. So, I want some, loot was just fine. So, one thing that's gonna happen for sure is there's gonna be mandrakes. And I think the mandrake chanter, the lead mandrake, needs a name, first of all. Who is the lead mandrake that finds this evil magic and starts summoning bad guys? Put name suggestions in the chat. For the Democron invasion, we ended up going with General Fluffy Pants was the lead Democron that was leading the army. This time I'm going to put a bunch of different names in the straw poll and you can vote on it. When do you want to do this event? I'm thinking it's going to be in probably a couple weeks, but we'll do a news post and then we'll get the schedule out for everybody so that you can make sure that you're online during the event. That's the idea. Just like with the Democron invasion, we had a schedule lined up with times for each server. We've gotten a few sweet tools that help us run events on servers simultaneously. A bit less manual labor. So this event may run on every server, but stay tuned for the details as to when. I demand cosmetic drops. Crackle. I like Crackle. For some reason that seems like a really good Mandrake name. Derpfish. Puffy Wombles. These are all going into the poll, and then you guys are going to vote. Moon Moon. Oh, that's an awesome name. Moon Moon. Was that suggested for the Democrat invasion? I feel like that is a very familiar name. Harambe. No, I can't do Harambe. Tonka. Poncho. Oh. Here's a fancy name. Sir Walter Flulu? That's an excellent name. Dr. Screwloose, okay. Freaking all the Harambe suggestions. Cottontail. That's a little too innocent. Space Dog. Space Trolls. I'll put Space Dog on there. Mandrakek. That'll go in. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Somebody say Kanye? Ponyo. Kanye West. Twinkle Toes. I'm not intentionally ignoring Tonka. I just don't know if Tonka would appreciate it if we named a Mandrake, an evil Mandrake after him. Try to name not real people. I have Kanye West on here, but maybe I'll remove Kanye West. No real names. We want a good Mandrake name. Cobalt Drake. Maybe Baby. Dr. Killjoy. Ghost Worm? What? I like it, but... Peanut Von Strudel! Oh my god, that's sweet! Silent Gun. That's going in. Alright, one more name. Kanye West. Oh, Ponyo West? Yeah, somebody put that. Euphoric. Stash Drake. Mr. Squish. Mr. Girlfriend. Peridot. Peridot is nice. Salad Man. Mayonnaise. Mr. Butterface McDrought? Belly Flopper? Stachio? Ooh, I like Stachio. Colonel Mustard. Mandraker. Mandrakurian. That's the final one. I was waiting for that good... Mandrakurian. Wait, Mandrakurian, yeah. I was waiting for that good one. That good one I could add to the list. Okay, guys, let's start voting on this. Who is the lead Mandrake? I'll allow multiple votes. Uh-oh, I got an error. Oh, crap. Don't lose the... Damn it, don't lose it. Sorry, straw poll's giving me an error right now. I print screened it, so I'm not going to lose your names. I'm going to have to refresh the page, though, and cross my fingers. Yeah. Okay, who's the lead Mandrake? It's going to be between Crackle, Derpfish, Puffy Wombles, Moon Moon, Sir Walter Flulu, sorry. Dr. Screwloose. Mandrakek. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Peanut Von Strudel. And finally, Mandragora. Alright, let's see if it works now. There we go. I'll paste that in the Twitch chat. You guys can vote. Please, and name it No Chin. He could have a chin under there. He's just covering it up. I'll smack the chin off of him. You're right. There's zero chin there. There's no chins. All right. I think we'll check the results from the first one. All right. It looks like Sealywood and Island of Dawn got the most votes, with Eldritch Academy kind of tying Island of Dawn. Maybe I'll leave this poll going for a little bit longer, so we have a more clear idea of what the winner is. I'll link it again. If you didn't vote in the first poll, please vote in that. This will determine where this event actually takes place. I might choose the top 3 or so. Highwatch is pretty high up on the list. Granarchus is pretty high up on the list. The bottom ones are Fey Forest and Alamanthius Outskirts, but it's pretty close. We're talking a difference of 10% of the votes versus 15% of the votes between the lowest and the highest. Very close. Alright, let's move on to the monsters. We can figure out more of the flavor later. I might end up making a lot of this stuff up, like the dialogue and everything. But if you want to throw some quotes out there, the best way to do it might be to @InMass Entertainment in the chat so that it comes up with a thing, and then give me a good quote in quotation marks, and then put Mandrake after it as the speaker, so I got the full like effect, and then I'll take down your ideas. And I've got a little Word document up here so I can keep track of everybody. Dude, I'm telling you, No Chin is the best name ever, I swear. Okay. Great. Alright, so round 1, I want to make sure we've got some cool monsters summoned. So we're going to go with minions first. If there's a small monster that you want to see, it could be an Island of Dawn BAM. It could be a BAM from somewhere else in the world. I would prefer BAMs over just regular monsters, but if there's a cool monster that you really want to fight, let me know in the chat. Stop laughing. Oh, there's good ones. Okay. I just did a print screen of the chat, so I got your guys's. That was like 5 in a row that were all good suggestions. I dropped dragon tokens. That's a great fight me in real life. Here comes that boy. I'm just gonna start copy pasting this. Oopsie, looks like I let something out again. Sorry, wait, no I'm not. Okay, that's good. I'm sleepy. I dare you to take my loot. Notice me, senpai? Does this Mandrake really just want attention? Do you even lift? I like soft sensual kissing. I feel like there's a lot of different... This guy might have multiple personalities. Oops, how can I repair this human? This is fine. Squish. Alright, we got some good quotes. I'm going mad with power! Have you tried going mad without power? It's boring. Why are you all dead? That's a good quote. What does this spell do? Oops. Spell requirement, Ellens. This is gold! This is awesome! Space Cats is sexy. I don't think that's something anybody thinks. Bring it on, Mandrake. This is what I get for reading. TERA is love, TERA is life. Where are the dragons? Trifling mortal, your arrogance will be your undoing. You're not cool enough for my cookies. What? Okay. If you come up with more... Are you Mandraculus? Hey, you want some candy? Okay, I'm gonna think about those. I copy-pasted a bunch of them. If you have more quotes, give me a little break here. Just save them up for me. I might also go back and watch the recording of the stream just to get your guys' ideas down, because it does save the chat now, so that's cool. No longer shall I steal. Ooh, Reinhardt Wolk just gave a bunch of good ones. All right, moving on. Let's get to the sweet monsters. Please list in the chat channel what monsters you want to see as, like, this is the fodder. This is the low-level stuff that I'll just spawn a bunch of in-game if you guys name something I know. I don't have codes for everything, but I can give you some examples. I got some Argons here. I feel like they could summon anything. That's the thing. If they get their hands on a magic book, it could summon anything in TERA, right? So some of you guys saw these craft goals, I think. Oh no, we didn't use these. That's a Nightmare Wrath goal from, I think Manaya's Core? I'm just throwing some out just to give you guys an idea. Those tiny lizards. Killer goats. That's Yassel Ravager Elite. Chupa thingy. You want some chupa thingies? Okay. I'll put that on the poll. We're gonna do another poll for this. And I think I'll take multiple winners from the poll. Okay, I'm labeling this minion/fodder monsters. So chupa thingies. So don't name like a boss. Nothing with hit point bars that, you know, go to 1,000,000. We're gonna save those for rounds 2 and 3. Dreadspire Floor 11 Wraiths. Can you even kill those? Neko, aren't those unkillable? Spawn a tree. Ovaliths. Ovaliths are always good. I'll put that on there. The Exterminate Golems from Cultist Refuge. Okay. All of the Queen Shiner Manayas, bees, 1,000,000 piglets, zombie miners. I like that. That's good. I want something that like fits the flavor, but is also fun to fight. Iron Giants is good. Yeah, those wraiths are unkillable. That would be horrible. Or amazing. I'll put them in there, but I'm putting a note that they're unkillable. Because I think they just, like, drop electricity everywhere. I can use those, but they're not going to give you any loot, which isn't a big deal because these are going to be the trash mobs anyway. And if I pick a few of them, there's still going to be plenty of stuff to spawn. But if you want to see floor 11 wraiths just spawned all over the zone, like people at random, then vote for that. Bronze golems? Oh, okay. I like that. Mini bandersnatches. I don't know if I can get that to work. Tiny basilisks. Okay. From Savrash Ascent. Okay. I'm not familiar with those. Storm lizards. Zolan buffed. No, Zolan's got, for one thing, she's got a boss bar. That would be ridiculous if we use her as a trash mob. Witches, crabs, I like those. We could use Odon's tiny crabs if you want. Or we could use the big crabs that hang out in Cutthroat Harbor. Or both. Terraliths. Eldritch Academy witches. I'll put that on there, witches from Eldritch Academy. And I'll put jesters on the same line. I think they kind of go together. The thing is, if you vote for that one, I might have to cut it if we end up selecting Eldritch Academy, because this seems weird to just spawn more of the same. Vampires, okay. Treants, you mean like Gilladus? I probably misspelled Gilladus. The huge chin bam. Do you know his name? From Bamarama? What's his name? Elion. Ooh, you want to Halloween theme it? Maybe we can we can do a second one that's special Halloween themed, because we still have a full month before Halloween. This will happen before Halloween for sure. Verno, Zolan, Nightmare, Desolarius. No, those don't work. They're too powerful. We're looking for fodder here. Mutant starfish. That's a thing. I have jesters. Those are the same as clowns, yeah? Ex-sheeper? Fairies. Poporis. The ads from Democron Factory Verno. What are those? What ads do you get during Verno? I'm drawing a blank there, Mr. Epic Popcorn. Zompories, yeah. I'll put that on there. We have zombies, right? I put zombies. There's zombie miners and zombie popori. I'll put that on the same line. Archers from, okay. I like that. Archers / snipers from SSHM. He's talking about the suicides bombers. Oh. I'll just put suicide bombers on the list. And let me spawn a few other things just to give you some... I think I'm gonna... That's all the suggestions I'm going to take from the chat channel. But let me just spawn a few other things and get your opinions on them. Oh, you know what? I do have something that explodes. I've got a little red exploding munchkin guy from Abscess. That might be good. They're nameless. The ones that look like these. Whoa. These guys run at you and they blow up. They're pretty cool. I think I'll use these as the suicide bombers. Plus they look like something you'd summon from an evil book. Yeah. What else do I have here? I got a bunch of things. Most of the, oh, I have wisps. I'll show you what those look like. These are technically from Wonder Home. You don't see many of them though in Wonder Home, and I forget where exactly they are. How do you guys like these? Does this do anything for you? I'll put Wisp on the sheet. And oh, Hydraths. I'll put that on there because I love spawning Hydraths, as you guys well know. Our friend, the Brutal Onyx Hydrath. Oh, you know what? I've also got pretty much anything from Shadow Sanguinary I can summon right now. There's the Archdevon Mutants. Hang on, let me spawn one of those. There's a mutant. These things have a ton of hit points. I've also got the sorcerers, the knights, the priests, all of those. There's the swordsman. So I'll add a few of these. I'll add just these on there. How about that? Archdevon, swordsman, and priest. I'll show you the priest. I'll make those the same vote because they're pretty much, they're like brother and sister. There's the priest. And then I've got Hydraths on the list. Alright, I think this thing is ready. There's a ton on here, and I might improvise. I'll allow multiple votes on this, though. I think this will set the theme of the monsters that we end up using, and then we'll make sure to definitely include the ones that are voted on here. So there's the vote. There's the poll. Bands with huge chin are called smoldering Molochs. I'm gonna write that down. I'll check them out. I'll check out smoldering Moloch. Why are his hair blue? Is he an alien? Yes, Peppermintoko, I am. From space. Because he's awesome, don't judge him. Thanks, Somsicle, for sticking up for me. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. Wow, it's very close. I'm going to close the first poll for the locations. It looks like the winners are Sealywood, Jumped Up in Place, Highwatch, I'm gonna write all of them down in order. Island of Dawn. Eldritch Academy. All of those got like 16, 15, and 14% of the votes. Very split vote here. I feel like I could pick any of these and people will be happy, but I do want to go with the top ones. Celestial Hills, Granarchus, Fey Forest, and Alamanthea Outskirts. Got the lowest. But that's still 55 votes for the lowest one. So top 3 were Sealywood, Highwatch, and Island of Dawn. I think I'm gonna go into this event when it comes time to actually like put it together. Sorry, put it together and get everything ready. I'll go in with those 3 zones in mind. All right, we're done with that poll. I'll link the name poll one more time. Peanut Von Strudel is way in the lead right now. But if you want to vote on that to name our main Mandrake guy that's going to do all the talking in server announcements during the event, he or she will refer to themselves as this when speaking about themselves. Peanut Von Strudel is getting more votes as I sit here. And Mandragora is in a close second place. Oh, they're actually tied right now. They're exactly tied. They're even getting votes at the same time. Keep voting Peanut Von Strudel, Avignon says. And one more time, here's the minion wave one. Alright, we're running up on time. I think I want to do 2 more votes before it gets too late. So it's boss time. We're gonna have multiple bosses throughout the event. I think depending on how powerful they are, we obviously want to end the event with the most powerful monster. So boss monsters, who do you want the mandrakes to spawn with their evil tome? Because I think that's kind of the... From all the quotes you guys gave me, it kind of seems like you're going with the mandrakes found an evil book somewhere and they're just reading off summoning spells at random. Like, this is great! Zolan. The thing is, okay, I'll preface all of this by saying that the monsters that spawn during these events are as strong or as weak as they are in the world. So I can't make Zolan more powerful than Zolan usually is. So with that in mind, who do you want to fight? We can have Zolan out there and she can be like an early boss or something, I think, if you end up voting for her. So don't be afraid to vote for her. I'll also make it so you can vote for multiple people on this poll too. I do have the info to spawn Zolan right here. There's Zolan. I love how she enters too. That's so sweet. And of course she's like 20 times as big as an actual Ellen. Darken? So... Alright, but I warn you guys, Darken is actually super freaking hard. And always kills a lot of people whenever I spawn him. I'll put Chandra Manaya on there. But let me tell you, let me go in telling you guys this. I'm not gonna spawn both Darken and Chandra Manaya. I feel like that's just gonna massacre everybody and then massacre them a second time. So whoever gets the most votes, if they're on top, is gonna be the one I pick. So Don't vote for both of them. Vote for the one that you want to see. Caprima. I'm sorry, I actually can't do Caprima. I won't get into why, but Caprima does weird things when you spawn her. Imperator. Kelsaic. Koliog. 1,000 Yativios. I'm actually going to put 1,000 Yativios on the boss from Mangelmeyer. Okay. What is his name? I forget. It's basically... Yeah, I forget his name. Fulminar, yes. He's not the Mangelmeyer guy, but that's a good suggestion. Fulminar. His name is... Nemistrix. Tantibus. You know I'm partial. You know I'm partial to Tantibus. Krakatos. Sure. From ABHM. DS Uppers is where Chandra's from. I'm trying to just kind of fill in where some of these are from. Kezel. I'm not familiar with Kezel. Where's Kezel from? Kezel's Gorge, I'm guessing. What does Kezel look like? Help me out. I've never actually fought Kezel. Oh, Timescape first boss. Is that true? It looks like a giant golem with like molten ribs. Duras. Oh, giant rock dude. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry, I've never fought him. I'll put Kezel / Duras. Does that work? I'll see which one I can actually spawn. What else we got? Decurion, I already got him. Did somebody say Yana? Timescape Dragon. Okay. That's Aramis. Timescape Hard Mode Dragon. Hemera. Yeah. Hemera and Aramis are a lot alike. I think Hemera may be unkillable. Because you have to use the orbs in Timescape. I think if I just spawn her, she might not, she might actually just be invincible. There's, of course, let me just name off some BAMs I can spawn for you right now, if you want to get a look at them. Lokmar, Sorgalur, Melkatran, Meldita, Arzakar. I've got a lot of stuff from Dreadspire Uppers. That doesn't mean that you have to select something from Dreadspire Uppers. Just if you want to see them right now. I've got Darkin. I can actually spawn Darkin right now. Because he is cool. I don't want to sway the vote away from Chandra Manaya. I feel like one of those is going to get pretty big on the poll. But there's Darkin. And then I'll go ahead and spawn Chandra too. I just love that I've memorized her number. You can get a size comparison as she's crawling on nothing right now. I love it. Look how much bigger she is compared to Darkin. But Darkin wipes entire, just dozens and dozens of people at a time. Chimera and Aramis and Pear. Oh. Who else do we have? Plectosma. Roptos. Any of the Forsaken Islands. Thalweg. Imperator I've got on my list. I'll send out the poll soon. Tempest from Timescape. There's Aramis from Timescape. And there's Chimera. Oh, interesting. Chimera gets a special intro when you summon her out here. I wonder why. But as you can tell, Chimera makes this weird shield. I'm pretty sure it's the Bright World Dragon's energy. Increases defense drastically, decreases hit points by 10 when attacking Dragon's Orbs, which I cannot make. So, and then she's just making all the other bosses, like, invincible, pretty much. Which looks super cool, but I don't think we want to use her as a boss. I don't think we can get around that. Sorry, Chimera, you look really cool. Aramis doesn't have that buff, so we don't gotta worry about Aramis. Yeah, every other BAM also got it. I wonder how long it's gonna last on them. It went away on Aramis, but everybody else still has it. That's so weird. Yeah, look, it's on them for good. That would screw everything up if I spawned Chimera. It would just screw everything up. Till death. I did just euthanize a dragon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was, if that was tragic to watch. We have an Imperator. Okay, so he's on the list. I think I'm gonna send this out. Oh, we have Caliban. Are you guys interested in Caliban? It'll be Nightmare. I'll spawn him just so you guys see him. I'll make it Nightmare Caliban, but there's Caliban. My buddy. And I think I'll leave it there. Oh, I'm a fan of Tempest, so I'll spawn Tempest. He's a very cool dude. I think this is going to be our last poll too, because I told you we were short on time. There's Tempest. He's such a sweet looking Kumas. Check that guy out. Alright, he's on the list. I'm going to send this poll out. I'm going to allow multiple poll answers. And then I'm going to check on the other ones. Kelsaic is on the list. We've got Zolan, Darkin, Shanarmanaya, Imperator Decurion, Kelsaic, Koliog, 1,000 Yativios, Fulminar, Krakatos, Kezel/Duras, whichever one I can get my hands on, Aramis/Chimera, but I think it's going to be Aramis, Calvin, and Tempest are all on the list. I might improvise a little bit more if there's a BAM that I really want to spawn that'll be a good complement to the one that we select here. I also might pick multiple winners here, but I'll pick from the top depending on who gets the most votes. And it's not just going to be one of each, especially if we end up going to like 3 different zones. It's probably going to be like at least, you know, a few end bosses per area so that everybody gets a little bit of boss action and they get a shot at getting some boss loot. Is there a code today? Yes, there is, and I did kind of wait till the end to give it to you here, so let me Make sure I give it to you. I have a new helper today. Hello. She's going to give us the code of the day. Whoop, whoop. The item code is Mandrake Mustachio. So if you want to enter this code and get a small reward just for tuning in as a thank you for joining us today, you're going to want to go to TERA.mmas.com. Go to your account settings. You're going to want to log in. And then hit the enter code button and type in Mandrake Mustachio, just like it's spelled. Capital letters don't matter, just make sure you spell it right. And that's going to get you 200 TERA reward credits. It's going to get you 1,000 TERA reward points. That's what gives you progress in your TERA reward level, so it'll earn you progress towards your next tier. The 200 credits are what you can spend in the TERA reward store. I also put in, it was Talk Like a Pirate Day not too long ago, I think the 20th. And some of you probably caught that we added a pirate costume to the in-game calendar. And so today's code will get you a sweet Blackbeard's hat, a 7-day version of Blackbeard's hat, or I think 3-day or 7-day. What did I write down? 7-day version of Captain Blackbeard's hat to go with your sweet pirate outfit. I'm sad that we didn't get to celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day on the air. If it had landed on a Friday, it would have been perfect. Where do I put the code again? You go to TERA.mmas.com. That's the main in-mass TERA website. And then in the top right corner, it's going to say Account Settings. Go there. You're going to have to log in to your account. And then there's a button that says Enter Code, and that's where you put Mandrake Mustachio. I'm going to wait until after the stream to tally the vote for the boss monsters, but I think I can safely say that the Mandrake is going to be called Peanut Von Strudel. Got the vote with 20%. That's over 100 votes voted for Peanut Von Strudel. In second place, Mandragora, which I'm just going to steal that for something. I'm not going to let that go to waste, for sure. Mr. Steal Your Girl was the next on the list, followed by Moon Moon, Puffy Wombles, Mandrakek, Sir Walter Flulu, Derpfish, Dr. Screwloose, and Crackle. Hang on, the raffle isn't open yet, guys. Damn, whoever just started spamming that in the chat channel. I'm going to wait until after the show's over. But that is the end of the show. We have 2 active votes still going. I'll link them one more time. That's the poll to choose what minions will spawn. Chupa thingies are high on the list. Suicide bombers, wisps, and zombie miners are all ahead in the poll. And then this poll is to vote for the boss. Darkin and Fulminar each have an early lead. Darkin's got 12% of the votes. So, looks like you really want to fight him. Looks like he's got a big lead on Sean or Manaya, which is cool. Darkin is just such a beast. People are gonna die. It's not gonna be clean. It's gonna be a messy fight, you guys. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much. Make sure you vote in those polls. I'll close them shortly. And if you want to partake in the raffle, I'll go ahead and open up the raffle. I've got some Strongbox keys to give away. Everybody who wins, I think I'm going to give away 10 codes. Each code is going to give you 10 Strongbox keys. Alright, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, this code, by the way, is going to last until Sunday at midnight. That's Sunday, September 25th. Make sure you use this code before then if you want your TERA Reward credits and your Captain Blackbeard's 7-day hat. Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Great seeing you all. See you next week. Oh, and if you want to participate in the raffle, make sure you follow our channel and type !raffle in the chat channel starting now. Okay, bye guys. Let's show. It's not starting soon. It's over. The night of the Mandragora is coming soon to a server near you.